The youngest child in a family of 9 siblings learns quickly that survival means becoming stronger than everyone else. For Mike O'Hearn, born on January 26, 1969, in Kirkland, Washington, this reality shaped every decision that would eventually lead him to accumulate a net worth estimated between $2.5 and $5 million. But the path to wealth started in the most unexpected place, a classroom where he couldn't read the words on the page in front of him. Dyslexia stole his confidence before he even understood what the condition meant. While other children learned to read and write with ease, Mike struggled through every sentence, every assignment, every test. The teachers didn't know how to help him. His classmates didn't understand why he was different. The bullying came swiftly and relentlessly. Special education classes became his daily reality, and with them came the label that follows so many misunderstood children: the kid who would never amount to anything. But here's where the story takes its first turn. Instead of accepting defeat, Mike made a decision that would define the next 5 decades of his life. He would transform his weakness into an unstoppable drive. If he couldn't be the smartest kid in school, he would become the strongest. If words on a page refused to make sense, he would make his body speak a language everyone could understand. At just 7 years old, he began bodybuilding, following in the footsteps of his father and 3 older brothers who were already immersed in the world of weights and strength. Being the youngest of 5 boys in a large family meant constant competition. His brothers didn't go easy on him. His sisters were tough as nails. Every day became a training ground for resilience. Mike once said he was getting beaten up by both his brothers and sisters growing up, so he knew he had to be both strong, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and athletic, like Bruce Lee. That combination of power and agility became his obsession. While other teenagers spent their evenings watching television or hanging out with friends, Mike was in the gym, studying movement, pushing weights, building not just muscle, but an unbreakable mindset. At 15 years old, most kids are worried about fitting in at school dances or passing their driver's test. Mike O'Hearn entered his first bodybuilding competition. The Teenage Washington State competition in 1984 marked his first victory, but more importantly, it proved to himself that discipline could overcome any disadvantage. That trophy validated years of early morning workouts, strict nutrition, and countless hours spent perfecting form while his peers slept in on weekends. High school brought new challenges. As a dyslexic student, academic work remained a constant struggle. But Mike had discovered something powerful. When you can't rely on traditional intelligence, you develop other forms of wisdom. He learned to read people. He understood body language. He developed an intuition for what works and what doesn't through experimentation rather than textbooks. This practical intelligence would later become one of his greatest assets in building multiple income streams. Football became another outlet for his athletic drive. Playing defensive tackle, he earned All-State honors 3 times and became an All-American player. His coaches noticed something special about him beyond just physical talent. Mike had a work ethic that couldn't be taught. He showed up earlier than required. He stayed later than anyone else. He asked questions about technique, about strategy, about improvement. While other players with natural talent coasted on their gifts, Mike squeezed every drop of potential from his training sessions. College could have been the end of his athletic career, as it is for so many young athletes. Instead, Mike kept his eye on a different prize. He wasn't training to be a college athlete. He was training to be a professional in an industry that rewards dedication above all else: bodybuilding and fitness modeling. After graduation, he made a bold decision that many people thought was foolish. He left the security of Washington State and moved to California with nothing but a dream and an introduction to the legendary Joe Weider. California in the early 1990s was the epicenter of bodybuilding culture. Gold's Gym in Venice Beach represented everything Mike had been working toward. But arriving in Los Angeles with big dreams is one thing. Making those dreams pay the bills is something else entirely. Partner Ed Connors helped him land a training position at Gold's Gym, and Mike attacked the opportunity with characteristic intensity. He started training clients at 4 in the morning. He worked until 8 at night. Between client sessions, he squeezed in his own brutal workouts that would eventually make him famous. This is where discipline transforms into wealth. Mike understood something that many fitness enthusiasts miss. Your physique is your business card, but your work ethic is your profit margin. While training clients from dawn to dusk, he was also building relationships, learning about the business side of fitness, and positioning himself for opportunities that required both massive size and professional reliability. The magazine covers started coming. One cover, then 10, then 50, then hundreds. By the time his modeling career peaked, Mike O'Hearn had appeared on nearly 500 magazine covers worldwide. Publications like Muscle and Fitness, Iron Man, and Muscular Development featured him month after month, year after year. But here's what most people don't know about fitness modeling. The money scales dramatically with your reputation. In his early days, Mike earned $500 per cover shoot. As his brand grew stronger, that number climbed. For selected high-profile shoots, he eventually commanded up to $10,000 per session. Do the math. 500 magazine covers over a career, with fees ranging from $500 to $10,000 each, adds up to serious money. But Mike wasn't just cashing checks. He was investing in his brand. Every cover appearance led to 3 more opportunities: supplement endorsements, fitness equipment partnerships, and most importantly, credibility as someone who could help others achieve similar results. In 1989, opportunity knocked with a television offer that would change everything. American Gladiators was looking for athletes who could combine imposing physicality with television charisma. Mike earned a spot on the show as Thor, captain of the original Gladiator team. The show ran from 1989 to 1996, and during those years, Mike became a household name to millions of Americans who had never picked up a fitness magazine. Television money operates differently than modeling fees. Cast members started at $700 to $1,000 per episode. As the show's popularity exploded, those fees increased to $2,000 to $3,000 per episode. Over 8 seasons, with various public appearances and merchandise deals included, Mike's income from American Gladiators likely reached between $1 million and $100,000, $150,000, and $200,000 per season. That's over $1 million from one show alone, not counting the indirect benefits of nationwide exposure. When American Gladiators ended in 1996, many former cast members faded from public view. Not Mike. He immediately transitioned to Battle Dome from 1999 to 2001, playing Michael O'Dell and specializing in kickboxing and takedown competitions. He understood a principle that separates wealth builders from one-hit wonders: diversification. Don't rely on a single income stream. When one opportunity ends, have 3 more already in progress. The 2008 revival of American Gladiators gave Mike a unique distinction. He returned as Titan, becoming the only individual to appear on both the original series and the revival. This wasn't just nostalgia, this was strategic brand management. While other fitness personalities were struggling to stay relevant in the social media age, Mike was proving his lasting value to network executives and audiences alike. But television and modeling, while lucrative, have limitations. They pay you for your time. They pay you for your appearance. They stop paying you when you stop showing up. Mike understood that real wealth comes from creating systems that generate income, whether you're actively working or not. This realization led to the creation of his signature training system, Power Bodybuilding. Power Bodybuilding combines the strength focus of powerlifting with the aesthetic goals of bodybuilding. It's built on compound movements performed with heavy weights for 8 to 10 reps, mixed with isolation exercises to develop symmetry. The program reflects Mike's personal training philosophy. Get strong first, then sculpt the details. His personal records speak to the effectiveness of this approach. An 815-pound squat, a 505-pound bench press, a 760-pound deadlift. These aren't just impressive numbers, they're proof that his methods produce results. Mike packaged this knowledge into training programs that he could sell online. Students around the world pay for access to his 12-week programs, his nutrition guides, his form coaching videos. He offers personal training services with premium fees that reflect his expertise and reputation. He created the Titan Meal Plan, a specialized diet program designed for both muscle gain and fat loss. Each product serves as a passive income stream that continues generating revenue long after the initial creation. Social media became the next frontier for brand building. While some old-school bodybuilders dismissed Instagram and YouTube as frivolous, Mike recognized these platforms as direct connections to millions of potential customers. He built an Instagram following of over 4 million people. His YouTube channel delivers training content to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Every post, every video, every story becomes a marketing tool for his products and services. Sponsored content and brand partnerships add another layer to his income, with companies paying premium rates to access his engaged audience. The supplement industry represents another significant revenue stream. Mike doesn't just slap his name on random products. He partners with companies whose supplements align with his natural bodybuilding philosophy. He's been vocal about achieving his physique without steroids or performance-enhancing drugs, a claim that has sparked debate, but also built trust with fans seeking natural approaches to fitness. When Mike recommends a protein powder or a recovery supplement, his audience listens because he's spent decades building credibility. Public appearances and speaking engagements provide yet another income source. Fitness expos like the Arnold Classic and Mr. Olympia pay premium fees for appearances from legends like Mike. He doesn't just show up for photo opportunities. He conducts VIP seminars, motivational talks, and training demonstrations that command substantial fees. Fans pay extra for meet and greet access, personalized training advice, and the chance to learn directly from someone who has maintained elite conditioning for over 4 decades. Real estate investments have also played a role in building wealth. In 2019, Mike and his wife Mona Murasan, a professional bodybuilder herself, purchased a property in Hidden Hills, California for $4.6 million. The 7,000-square-foot home with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms represents not just luxury living, but smart asset management. Real estate provides tax advantages, appreciation potential, and portfolio diversification beyond the fitness industry. But none of these income streams would exist without the foundational discipline that began in that difficult childhood. Mike's morning routine hasn't changed in decades. He wakes up early, not because he has to, but because discipline is his ritual. He takes his supplements. He prepares his meals according to strict macronutrient targets. He trains 5 days per week without exception, mixing heavy compound movements with cardio and abs work. Saturday and Sunday are reserved for recovery because he understands that muscles grow during rest, not during training. His nutritional discipline is equally rigid. Mike believes that carbohydrates are the key to longevity, contrary to popular low-carb trends. He structures his day around multiple meals, each calculated to support his training goals. Meal 1 includes oatmeal, eggs, fish oil, vitamin D, DHEA, green tea, and fat burners. Subsequent meals throughout the day feature lean proteins like chicken and fish, complex carbohydrates like rice and sweet potatoes, and healthy fats from sources like avocado and nuts. He tracks everything. He measures everything. He leaves nothing to chance. Supplementation is treated with the same precision. Mike takes whey protein for muscle building, BCAAs for recovery and reducing fatigue, glutamine for improved recovery and immune support, fish oil for heart and joint health, multivitamins to cover micronutrient needs, and vitamin C for tissue growth and repair. Some people might see this as excessive. Mike sees it as optimization. Every supplement serves a specific purpose in maintaining the physique that has been his livelihood for over 30 years. The mental discipline required to maintain this lifestyle year after year cannot be overstated. Mike has said that he learned at a young age to work off negatives. Every person who doubted him became fuel for his drive. Every bully who made fun of his dyslexia became motivation to prove them wrong. Every expert who said natural bodybuilding couldn't produce a physique like his became a challenge to overcome. This psychological approach turned adversity into advantage. He's also said that he doesn't need outside motivation to train. Working out is his passion, his ritual, the thing he does regardless of circumstances. Other people look for motivation to get to the gym. Mike simply goes. He doesn't overanalyze. He doesn't overthink. He shows up and does the work. This consistency over decades is what separates legends from everyone else. Anyone can train hard for a month or a year. Mike has trained hard for over 40 years. The criticism and controversy that have followed him throughout his career only strengthened his resolve. The steroid accusations have been constant. People see his size and conditioning and refuse to believe it's natural. Mike's response has remained consistent. He doesn't care what doubters think. He knows his truth. He's built his brand on being natural, and that authenticity resonates with millions of fans who are tired of fake natties and enhanced influencers pretending they got their physiques from chicken and broccoli. This mental toughness extends to his business decisions. Mike hasn't chased every opportunity that came his way. He's turned down partnerships that didn't align with his values. He's refused to promote products he doesn't personally use. This selectivity has protected his reputation and ensured that when he does endorse something, his audience trusts the recommendation. In an industry flooded with scam artists and supplement companies making false promises, Mike's integrity has become a competitive advantage. The diversity of his income streams demonstrates sophisticated financial planning. Bodybuilding competitions provided prize money and credibility. Magazine modeling generated substantial fees and exposure. Television brought mainstream recognition and significant paychecks. Training programs and online coaching create passive income. Social media partnerships provide ongoing revenue. Supplement endorsements add another layer. Real estate investments build long-term wealth. This multi-pronged approach ensures that no single income source is critical, creating stability even in an unpredictable industry. Mike's annual income is estimated at around $500,000 from his various fitness ventures, acting roles, and endorsements. That number fluctuates based on project engagements and brand deals, but his consistent presence in the industry ensures steady revenue year after year. For someone who started with nothing but a learning disability and a dream of getting stronger, this level of financial success represents the ultimate validation of his disciplined approach. His marriage to Mona-san, also a professional bodybuilder, creates a household where discipline is shared. They train together. They meal prep together. They support each other's goals. Their son, named Titan after Mike's American Gladiators persona, is being raised in an environment where hard work and dedication are simply the baseline expectations. This family culture of excellence ensures that the principles that built Mike's wealth will continue influencing the next generation. At 56 years old in 2025, Mike O'Hearn shows no signs of slowing down. While most men his age are dealing with declining strength, expanding waistlines, and fading energy, Mike maintains the conditioning of someone half his age. He still lifts heavy. He still does cardio almost daily. He still maintains single-digit body fat year-round. This longevity in an industry that typically chews up and spits out athletes in their 30s is perhaps his greatest achievement. The internet has given Mike's career yet another resurgence. His image has become a meme, with videos of him set to the song "What is Love" going viral across TikTok and other platforms. Some older athletes might resist this transformation into internet culture. Mike embraces it. He understands that virality brings attention, attention brings followers, and followers become customers. The meme status has introduced him to an entirely new generation who weren't alive when he was captain of the American Gladiators. Looking at the complete arc of Mike O'Hearn's journey from bullied dyslexic kid to multi-millionaire fitness icon reveals the true source of his wealth. Discipline that never wavers. The discipline to train when motivation is absent. The discipline to eat clean when everyone else is enjoying cheat meals. The discipline to invest in his brand when immediate gratification would be easier. The discipline to ignore critics and stay focused on his goals. The discipline to diversify income streams rather than relying on a single paycheck. This discipline created consistency. Consistency created credibility. Credibility attracted opportunities. Opportunities generated income. Income turned into wealth. The formula is simple, but executing it for 4 decades requires a level of commitment that most people simply cannot sustain. Mike's childhood adversity gave him the mental toughness necessary to maintain this execution year after year, even when the obstacles seemed insurmountable. The lessons from Mike's journey apply far beyond bodybuilding. Whatever your field, whatever your goals, wealth follows the same pattern. Identify your competitive advantage, even if it comes from an unexpected place like overcoming disability. Develop skills through relentless practice. Build credibility through consistent results. Create multiple income streams that complement each other. Protect your reputation through authenticity. Invest in assets that grow over time. Never stop learning and adapting to new opportunities. Mike O'Hearn didn't get rich by accident. He got rich because discipline became his identity. Every day for over 40 years, he made choices that supported his long-term goals rather than his short-term comfort. He sacrificed nights out with friends for early morning training sessions. He turned down delicious food for bland chicken and rice. He invested money back into his business rather than splurging on temporary luxuries. These thousands of small decisions, compounded over decades, transformed a struggling dyslexic kid into a fitness legend worth millions. The dyslexia that once seemed like a curse became the catalyst for developing an alternative form of intelligence. The bullying that could have broken him forged unbreakable mental toughness. The struggles with reading and writing forced him to communicate through his physique instead. Every disadvantage became an advantage when viewed through the lens of discipline and determination. Today, when Mike O'Hearn posts a workout video or shares a motivational message with his millions of followers, he's not just promoting his brand. He's proving that discipline can overcome any obstacle. That wealth is available to anyone willing to work consistently toward their goals. That your background doesn't determine your future. That disabilities can become superpowers when channeled correctly. That you don't need to be the smartest person in the room if you're willing to be the hardest working. The discipline that made Mike O'Hearn rich isn't a secret formula available only to genetic freaks or trust fund babies. It's a daily practice available to anyone. Wake up early, do the work, make disciplined choices, build multiple income streams, Stay consistent for years, not weeks. Ignore the critics. Focus on your goals. Repeat tomorrow. That's how a dyslexic kid from Washington became a multi-millionaire fitness icon. That's how discipline creates wealth.